Hey there, what's up YouTube? So I'm filming on Snapchat again. One day I'll have a camera, but right now all we have is a phone. So I figured that since I'm here waiting, my friend, I'm picking her up from the airport to take her back to her hotel. She's a traveling nurse and she's like real big in the pandemic situation. And so I like to help her out. I mean, she's here away from her family to help us here in Southeast Texas. So I'm more than happy to pick her up from the airport. So anyways, I'm very early because I never know with Houston traffic if it's going to be bad, if it's going to flow nicely. You never know with Houston traffic. So I figure while I'm sitting in here, I will do a quick little story time. A little story time. So before I get to my story, please like my video, comment. I really want some comments. You guys just don't like to comment. Well, I have one friend, he really comments more than anybody else, and I love him for that. Thanks, Chris. You're the best. Chris grew up 2 houses down from me, and ever since I don't know, a couple of years, I don't know, his husband passed away, and you know, I kind of reached out, and he's one of my best friends. Like, he's one of the kind of friends is you don't have to talk to him every single day, but you know that they got your back. He's that kind of friend. He's awesome. So thanks, Chris, for, you know, being supportive and commenting and liking on my videos. Everybody should get a Chris, but not my Chris. Anyways, what I was saying before I started talking about my friend Chris is please like, comment, subscribe, and if you want to, share my video. And, you know, if you don't like my video, in the words of Rich Lux, y'all should really subscribe to Rich Lux. He's from Houston. Send it to your haters and waste 10 minutes of their time. There you go. I don't say it as good as him. He also says, he goes, I can't get a like to save my life. He'll say, I can't get a comment to save my life. Oh my gosh. Go subscribe to Rich Lux. Love it. Love Rich Lux. Anyways, he's a YouTube, he covers drama. So, anyways, do all the things for me. You know, just do it. So, okay, here's the story time. So, this, I don't even know what I'm going to call this. I guess we'll see from the title what I come up with. But, so, y'all, I'm searching for my soulmate. I'm looking for my husband. So, I have myself on dating apps, a local website. I'm not anymore, but I was part of some Facebook dating groups, you know, for our area or whatever. Well, anyways, so this was before we were on lockdown, and this man contacted me. This airplane, I'm right next to the airport. He contacted me, and we hit it off. I mean, we hit it off. He was like, hey, let's go on a date. I was like, okay, you know, I'll go on a date with you. So, y'all, this was the perfect date until the ending. Let me tell you about this date. It was the perfect date. If the ending wasn't so bad, we'd be married right now. But let me just tell you. So we met at a restaurant, and we ate, and then I had brought my own car because I like the security of having my own car, so that if somebody doesn't like me, they don't know where I live. If they turn out to be psycho, they don't know where I live, you know? Which I'm glad I brought my car, by the way. So we went and ate dinner, and it was so delicious. And then I was real comfortable with him by the time the dinner was over. So he was like, well, you know, he's like, you want to go for a ride? And I was like, sure. Yeah, hello. This is fun. I mean, we clicked. Great conversation. Lots of flirting, hand holding at the table. hand holding at the table. I mean, all the good things. All the good things. Such a gentleman. Like, oh my gosh, it was great. So he was like, you want to go for a ride? I was like, sure. And he was like, this was whenever people were like freaking out about toilet paper and water and paper towels. So he goes, how's your stock of toilet paper at home? I'm like, you know what? We could probably use some, but you know, I don't want to be one of them people that like, you know, hoards all the toilet paper. He was like, I need some too. He goes, let's go hunting for toilet paper. Now, if you know me, you know I'm up for anything. You know that I like to have fun. I am known to just break into dancing in the middle of the Walmart, you know. And I love being random, and I love random people. It is so fun to be around random people. It's great. It really is. So we're, you know, decided, well, let me backtrack. Hold on. I skipped a step. I'm sorry. Okay. This was almost a year ago. You'll have to forgive my memory. He asked if I wanted to go to the casino in Louisiana. Okay. So I was like, sure. I love the casino, you know? So we drive all the way out to Louisiana, which is probably about a 40-minute drive from where we were. It wasn't not too bad. And we get out there and the casino's closed. Like, we totally forgot about the whole situation with the pandemic. I mean, not everything was on lockdown yet. Like, they didn't make us wear masks or anything, but like the casino was closed. So we were in the parking lot, and then he asked me about the toilet paper situation. So he's like, let's go hunting for toilet paper, okay? So I was like, well, okay. And so we went to so many stores looking for toilet paper. We went to Walmart. We went to the dollar store. We went everywhere you can think of to try to find toilet paper. We never did find any, but it was fun looking for it, you know? So after we did that for a couple hours, I mean, it was so fun. It was just fun being random and hanging out and being silly. And so anyways, so we're like, okay, we're not going to find it. It's okay, whatever. So he was like, do you like coffee? And I was like, of course. So he was like, you want to go to Starbucks? I'm like, well, yeah, let's go to Starbucks. He goes, we're going to go to Starbucks and I'm going to take you to a surprise. I was like, what? A surprise? Oh my God. I'm a woman. I love surprises. Okay. No, men don't surprise me. What is this? What is happening? What is happening here? I mean, this was a great, fun date. I'm telling you. I was like, oh my gosh, a man wants to surprise me. Oh, what? Just heart fluttering. Like, oh, y'all, this man did everything right. Everywhere we went, he held my hand. He held my hand everywhere. He wasn't embarrassed to be with a fat girl. He wasn't like, it was almost like he was proud to like be around me, you know? It was so awesome. Is that policeman coming over here? I hope not. I'm just waiting. Maybe I'm in a place that I shouldn't be parked. I don't know. I didn't see any no parking signs. We'll find out. Back to blue, people. I fully support law enforcement. So if I'm in the wrong place, I'll just apologize and move. But anyways, where was I? Oh, yeah. So like, I love when a man will hold my hand in public and be like so proud, you know, this is my woman, you know, not that we were like official or anything. So anyways, he's holding my hand while we're in the truck and whatnot, you know, because he's driving at this point. And it's just, I'm just like flabbergasted that a man would treat me like this. It was amazing. And so we go to Starbucks and I get my Frappuccino and he gets his, I think he got like a coffee or something. I have no idea. I'm not very observant, I guess. And he was like, are you ready? I was like, yeah. He was like, okay. So we drove for a good ways. And then we ended up at the beach. Do you know how romantic the beach is in the springtime? Where it's not too hot, it's not too cold. Oh, it was so beautiful. That was a beautiful period of time there. I mean, lots of snuggles, lots of talking, like great conversation, holding my hand, hugging me, kissing me. I mean, it was such a romantic time at the beach. It was so beautiful. So it got to be kind of late, and it was time to call it a night. And I was like, well, you know, will you drive me to my car? So he was like, sure, you know. So, you know, the whole time back, he's like, I had such a good time with you. You're so pretty, you know, you're so fun to be around. And, you know, I hope this goes somewhere. I really, really like you. And you're a great kisser, which I know I'm a good kisser. Like, you don't have to tell me twice. I know my skills. So, anyways, so just giving me all these beautiful compliments. Like, I can't wait to see you again. What are you doing tomorrow? You know, wants to see me like every day. I want to see you tomorrow. And, you know, what are you doing? You know, just wanting to make plans with me. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, sure, you know, we can get together tomorrow, you know, whatever. And he was like, you know, well, why don't you just come stay the night with me at my house, you know? And I'm like, well, you know, I'm kind of not there yet. You know, I've been burned, you know, whenever you've been burned in the past in your younger days, you did things like that. Just like when you're older, it's just like, what's the rush, dude, to do that, you know? And he was like, just come stay the night. And I was like, no, you know, I really got to get home. He's like, why do you have to get home? I was like, well, you know, it's just really not appropriate right now to stay the night at your house and stuff. And he just started basically begging me to come to his house and spend the night. And after a while, I started to get obnoxious and rude. And I'm like, I don't want to spend the night at your house, you know? Anyways, he just kept begging and begging and begging. And it just got to be overwhelming. And, you know, and then I was like, you know, let's get together tomorrow. You know, we say we're going to get together tomorrow. Let's do that. And no, I want to spend the night with you. And, you know, I just wasn't there. And then he started like with the manipulation. You know how they do with the manipulation. Do you know how much money I spent on you tonight to take you out? And I'm like, no. Does it matter? You know, I'm just thinking, wait a minute. And then he was like, we have such chemistry and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, we do have amazing chemistry. And we had an amazing date. It was perfect. Like, you know, lots of oxytocin, just flowing everywhere. So, anyways, y'all, he got madder and madder and madder and madder. Like, he was getting so mad. So at this point, I'm like, what is happening here? We had such a great time. I'm just so confused, you know, because he's been so respectful this whole time, right? And he's just getting just like scary mad. Well, finally, I guess I rejected his invitation to spend the night enough times where he just blew his top. He started hitting his steering wheel, his dashboard, like hitting it and screaming inside the truck. And then he's like calling me names. And I'm just trying to figure out what just happened. What? So, you know, I'm thinking to myself, I'm so glad I'm not in the truck with this person right now, you know. And I started to get really scared. So while he was in his truck, like, you could literally hear him inside the truck beating on his dashboard in his steering wheel and screaming, calling me names. And then women this and women that. And I'm thinking, oh my God. So I just got in my car and I took off. And I took the long way home because I was like, is he following me? I don't know, because I didn't see his truck, but you don't know. Anyways, when I got home, I blocked him. Oh, but we had such a great date. It was the most perfect date. I was really sad when he turned out to be a jerk, just because I didn't want to spend the night at his house. But yeah, take notes, dudes. If you want to take a woman on a perfect date, just do it because you want to, not because you expect something else in return. I was highly upset. That was the best date I've ever been on in my entire life till the ending. I've never went on a date with someone and they just gushed over me like that. It was an amazing feeling, and it was great. It was absolutely great. I'm really sad that he turned out to be a jerk. But anyways, that's my story time. Let me know what you think. Have you had a bad date, or a great date that turned bad, or a bad date that turned good? Just any kind of date experience. I have so many dating stories. Trying to find your soulmate when you're middle-aged it's frustrating, it's annoying, and it's heartbreaking all at the same time. But we don't give up, do we? Right? Anyways, please like, comment, subscribe, and share my videos. And thank you for watching. I appreciate you more than you know. Talk to you later.